from both sides. But I'm glad Def Leppard is on the cool end. You ever seen him live?
I haven't yet. My husband's seen them a whole bunch of times. I really want to see them on this tour that they're doing right now. They are touring. So currently they're touring with Motley Crue, which is one of my favorite bands. They're doing a tour with Motley Crue and I believe Poison. I'm not sure. That could be wrong.
Poison still tours? Bret Michaels still at it?
Yep. Yeah, and I know that they've kind of thrown some other artists on there. So Joan Jett and the Blackhearts was on that bill as well for a while. She was doing some select dates. So I really want to get tickets to that. My husband had tickets. This is the rescheduled tour that's been being rescheduled for the last 2 years. And so he originally had tickets for the tour date that they were doing in LA when it was coming through in like 2020. And then it got rescheduled 2 more times. So I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing them live yet, but I really, really want to. They put on such a fantastic show.
I would hope so. I mean, they've been around what, since the 80s?
Yeah.
They've been around a while.
Yeah.
But hey, Rolling Stones still tour. You can believe that. Mick Jagger's still up there shaking his ass at the age of like 84.
Man, it's like, I think at the end of the world, it's just going to be like Mick Jagger and the Queen of England.
Yeah, like, and Morgan Freeman all having a tea party.
Yeah. Yes.
COVID did do a good job of turning the music industry upside down. Like, I remember right before lockdown, My Chemical Romance came back and they announced their tour.
Yeah.
I looked at tickets and I was like, ooh, no.
I know.
As much as I love them, but then like once COVID ended, I was just going through Facebook. I saw that when we were young tour, and it was just like all my punk pop and punk rock favorites all in one place. I texted my buddy Chris and I was just like, Vegas? Question mark? You want to go? I mean, I would die. But my first actually live experience with music was Warped Tour. In 2013, I think in Connecticut, and you know, I missed a day to remember by 5 minutes. I was pissed.
Oh, that sucks.
I saw a bunch of other great artists. But have you ever performed at like festivals like that? What's it like as a performer performing at one of those festivals?
Well, the biggest festival that my band did back in the day was a festival in Pryor, Oklahoma, and it's called Rocklahoma.
Oh, clever.
It's a pretty big one now. Yeah, it started as like this grassroots festival that a whole bunch of local musicians started, and it's worked its way up to actually being one of the hugest music festivals in that part of the country. I played it in 2016 and 2017. We played some other festivals, but that was like the biggest one that we did. And it's a really cool experience. I would say in terms of music festivals, probably the hottest place I've ever played because it was Oklahoma in June.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Not pleasant.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Under all the
we were
lights
prepping,
too? Get it.
I know. Yeah. When we were prepping to go out there, we were told by like people who used to frequent the festival and everything, they were like, bring electrolyte tablets because you will be drinking so much water that you might pass out. Like you need to replenish basically when you're out there. But for us, we hit that festival really hard. And my band at the time, we call it MXI now. My band at the time, we went out and we were just like, we were the only girls on the bill that year. At the time we were 4 girls. All of us were under 25. Our drummer was actually 13 years old. And
wow,
we did, I think we were playing Sunday. So we were there Friday through Sunday and we did like just hit the festival grounds. So we had all these flyers and we would walk around as a group. And when you're walking around like 4 very short young girls handing out flyers, you get a lot of attention. So we walked around handing out flyers and everybody was super stoked. And then we did our time in the press tent. We spent a full day in the press tent just doing interviews with different local radio shows and podcasts and news networks and things like that. It was probably one of the greatest times of my life, just getting to be on the smallest stage of the festival. It was such a cool experience. And they keep you pretty well sequestered from the larger artists when you're on the small stages. But we did have some great encounters. Like I ran into some of the guys from Five Finger Death Punch, and they were super, super nice. I ended up giving one of them my lanyard because he didn't have a lanyard for his VIP pass. And I was like, hey, here's mine. Thanks so much. Nice to meet you. Could I take a picture with you? But overall, I mean, playing festivals, it's a lot of work. And now, as an adult who gets tired really easily, I probably wouldn't want to play a place that is 100 degrees again. But it's a lot of fun. You get to meet some amazing people. You get like that experience of being a rock star, even if you're just starting out. And it is a total blast. I feel so lucky and so blessed that I got to have that experience when I was so young, you know?